Hey everybody, we're doing our series here of the 10 guns that everybody should own. We are going to start with the 1911 today. Uh, Everybody should probably have one of these. You know, we with new gun owners and things like that, they don't really know, what kinds of guns everybody should have, and you can always get into the more eclectic guns or something different later on. But most people need to have a certain set of guns that are sort of the base ones in the closet or in the safe, and that's what we're going to talk about. So follow along with us. Make sure to watch each video. We're gonna put a whole bunch of them out there. Should be pretty cool. For some people, it's going to be basic information. For other people, it's going to be fairly interesting. But man, it's always fun to see something about all these guns again, even if you have them. So watch and catch the other videos.
America!
Okay, so this video is about the 1911. This is one of the most iconic pistol designs in American history. This one is the mid-size, the commander size gun. They come in different lengths. They come in a 5-inch, this kind of 4-inch, and then a smaller 3-inch version, and then the grip lengths will differ as well. So, that is also speaking in generalities. There are other variations of length. So the basic features of a 1911 are it has a grip safety back here. I'm going to go ahead and show that this gun is safe for the safety police because we all love them. The basic features of the gun, there's a grip safety back here. It is a hammer fired gun as opposed to some of the other videos we've done on Glocks and things like that are striker fired. This gun is single action, meaning if you pull the trigger, it will not drive the hammer back and make it fire again. You do have to pull the hammer back. A lot of people carry this gun in this position with the hammer back and the safety up. So, but there are tons and tons of variations of this. So I'm just going to kind of work my way top to bottom and speak about some of the things that are available. I certainly do not expect that I am going to mention everything. We would love down in the comments for you to add some stuff or tell us if you see anything different or something I forgot. That would be really cool. So starting at the top, most of your 1911s are going to be steel uppers with some kind of steel barrel. Like I said, there are different barrel lengths. There are a couple different ways that they get disassembled. They get disassembled by, in this case, there's you stick a little rod down in there. There you go. You can kind of see that hole. You can stick like a paper clip or something. It compresses that spring, and then you bring the gun forward and take the slide off. I'm not going to take this gun apart on video. It's a little bit more difficult to pull apart. It's not hard to do, but it's just something that you got to get used to, and it's probably not a good thing for me to try to do out here in the woods. There's another variation on the way that these come apart where there's a little bushing in the front that you rotate and it comes out. That's sort of the standard 5-inch version that's more typical. This is a really good size of the gun. It's kind of in between. It's good for carry, and it's also got enough barrel length to be pretty accurate. But working your way down from the top, there are lots of variations on the way the sights are with this gun. These are 3-dot night sights that are on this gun right now. There are adjustable sights. There's standard Novak sights. All sorts of sights on this gun. This is probably the most common, most accessorized gun that you could possibly buy, maybe even more so than the Glock 19. The safeties are sometimes they're ambidextrous, sometimes they're standard. There's a lot of ambi safeties out there for this thing, a lot of aftermarket stuff. There's every kind of grip you could possibly imagine for this thing. all kinds of grip replacements, ambi mag releases. There's just like everything you can think of that would go in here. There's all sorts of shapes of beaver tails and sizes. You can do tons of custom stuff. Again, with the triggers, there are skeletonized triggers like these. There's solid triggers. There's every kind of trigger you could think of. A neat thing about this gun is that there's a lot of people that customize the triggers and that sort of thing, so you can get really beautiful triggers in these guns as well. So this particular gun is a Kimber. It's a Pro Carry 2. A lot of people like to trash Kimber guns. Maybe it's because there for a little while they were using carbon steel in their guns instead of stainless, and that kind of tended to rust a little bit more. I can tell you from experience, dollar for dollar, they're really, really hard to beat. I don't consider them a high-end gun because most of them exist between about $700 and about $1,400. That's not to say you can't pay more for one, but I consider them to be a mid-range firearm. So you have the low-end guns. When I say low-end, I mean price-wise. I'm not talking about quality. You have the low-end guns like the Rock Islands that are going to be some of the least expensive. I think ATI makes some guns. Then you kind of step up to the next class that are the major producer guns, the Rugers and people like that. The Springfield Armory guns kind of start in that price range. So just to kind of discuss price ranges, sometimes you can get a Rock Island as low as like $350 up to, whatever you want to spend. The Rugers tend to exist in like that $600 price range, give or take a little bit. And the Springfield Armories fall into that class as well. They kind of start there, and then of course they go all the way up as much as you want to spend on TRPs and things like that. And then I consider the Kimbers to fall into a mid-range between $7 and $12, $13, $1,400. And then after that, you start moving into the more custom stuff, the Wilson Combats and the STIs. To me, STIs is one of the best built guns out there. Plus, we're fans of Texas built companies. But I think bang for your buck, a lot of times the Kimber's the best gun. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that. We encourage your comments about that, but we're big fans of the Kimbers here, and we find that a lot of times the people that are making fun of the Kimbers or talking about how bad they are it's pretty rare that they're actually Kimber owners. So that is just the generalities of the 1911. We covered probably why people should own it whenever we were talking about all the feature sets. All the features and the ubiquitousness of this gun is one of the main reasons. But also, every holster company out there makes something for a 1911. It's in 45 most of the time, which is a really great caliber. I'm a big fan of the 45. It's got a lot of horsepower and a lot of knockdown, which is, knockdown is sort of a term that people will make fun of a little bit, but it does have a lot of energy is the best way to say it versus knockdown. And then you can also get these guns in 9mm, 10mm, 38 Super. I mean, they're in every caliber that you can think of. 22 conversion kits for these things, and then also, generally speaking, they're very, very accurate guns. So all in all, they're just a fantastic weapon. Everybody should have one of these things in their closet or their safe, and they're great guns. So that is why everybody should have one. We're going to shoot one here in a second, shoot this one in the midsize, and you can check out how it runs. So we're going to shoot our 1911, check out how it shoots. This is the 4-inch gun. It's a little bit shorter barrel. The longer the barrel, typically the more accuracy you get. But generally, these little guys they're usually pretty good shooters too. They run a 45 ACP. That's larger than some of the other videos that you should go back and watch about our other top guns that people should have. A lot of those have been 9mm, like the Glock 19, Shield, and stuff like that. So go check those out. But so we're going to run this. We're going to make some pina coladas there. I've got a coconut and a pineapple, and then something called a Golden Bliss. I have no idea what that is, but it looked cool at Walmart when I bought it. And then we're going to shoot a target and see how it runs. So first, I'm going to shoot my target, and then we'll make our pina colada / Golden Bliss deliciousness there. 8-round magazines. it pulled that one a little bit. All right, so it did pretty good. I was a little high and left. I think it might be me pulling some. All right, let's go with our Golden Bliss first. Oh, that's not that exciting. I don't even know what's inside that. We'll look and see. Let's try our pineapple. And the coconut. Ah, that was more fun. Coconuts are cool. One more to the Golden Bliss. Oh, that was all 8 rounds. All right. I don't even know what this is all about. Let's look and see. Safe. I don't even know what's in here. Smells like a cantaloupe. That's what that is. Maybe you guys can comment if you ever had one of these. Kind of seedy. So this is going to be a fruit. It smells like a breakfast fruit. I thought it was going to end up being a squash or something, but at any rate, so there we go. Golden Bliss. Fair amount of 45 damage. Hey, it's got some of the coconut milk in it. Oh, it smells just like a pina colada, sort of, but not really. And so there's the 45 to the pineapple, and we got some coconut there. Tastes like coconut. Yep. So here's our group. It was patterning pretty well, grouping together pretty good. That's 8 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there must have, well, there's 5. So we must have put 2 or 3 in that group together there. So all in all, it shoots really well. Most of the rest of that stuff's probably me. But anyway, so there we go. 1911 and pina coladas, ladies and gentlemen. But so if you don't have a 1911, I would suggest going out and getting one. If it's your first one, maybe you want to get the 5-inch. That's the more classic, traditional style. And then they get smaller to carry and that sort of thing. I'm a big fan of these guns. They're great shooters. They're great quality guns. Might want to check out a Kimber. That's what we sell a lot of. Price point versus performance. You get a really good gun. And of course, there's tons and tons of other brands out there as well. They're all really good guns in most cases. So yeah, check us out. You know, we can always get in touch with us and get one, or go see your local gun guy, or however you want to get it. But at any rate, we appreciate you watching the video. Go get you a 1911. Y'all have a good one. Hey guys, it's Mr. Guns. Thanks for watching our video. If you thought it was cool, go ahead and like and subscribe. We should have a bunch of cool stuff coming in the future too. Or follow us on Facebook and Instagram if you just want to get good gun deals or see what we got going on. The links will be in the descriptions below. So thanks for watching the video, and we hope you'll follow us in the future.